feel about doing the Tadpole?
The Tadpole?
It's an adventure race.
And so it began, on a cold evening in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. While the Tadpole race consisted of mystery events, we knew that cycling and kayaking were part of it. Using a parking garage and a Swiffer in a bathtub was our only way to train. Another crucial event was the hippity hop. Being able to train for this would give us a decisive advantage over the competition. We decided, however, that the Wisconsin climate was not hospitable to our intensive training, so we relocated to a warmer environment. With that in mind, we named our team Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apua'a, after Hawaii's state fish.
So, Mom, what's the name of our team for the big race?
The Humu Humu Apua'a. No. Humu Humu. You're the Humu Humus.
You don't care, just take one. Leave a place to rest on. Because you're too young.
I arrived a day before my teammate and was able to catch a Kona sunset just in time.
Well, you can't see the stars in the city, no.
After walking around Kona the following day, my sister arrived with our coach, Brian Garrison, who was recommended to us by a stranger at a Milwaukee bar.
I coached the 1979 Houston Texans to victory over the, I don't know. Records from that era are sketchy at best.
Too young to write them down.
Yeah.
What's that game where you toss them into the thing and you get all the tickets?
Oh, skee ball? 1,000 tickets equal a paperclip or something?
I knew immediately we were in good hands. Our first order of business was ocean kayaking. The ocean waves are a good simulation of kayaking on the Milwaukee River, as the rolling waves provide the same resistance as the floating garbage and excrement that will lie in our way during the race.
You're the nearest thing to heaven.
We paddled to Captain Cook's monument south of Kona. It was an excellent spot to take a break and do some snorkeling.
Well, I miss my friends over the sea. And I'd wish they'd come back here.
We were very synchronized and efficient in our movements, but it became clear that a pretty face like mine wasn't going to be enough to please Coach Garrison.
I've burned the rice in my soulless eyes, oh yeah.
Well, in my assessment, it was mediocre at best. You guys are flabby and weak. We need to put you on a strict regimen of egg yolks and water. I like to model my coaching technique after the coach in the Bad News Bears. Start off with some whiskey.
Well, the kayak was pretty good, but Brian's got a limp wrist, so he's really letting down Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apua'a. I think we're gonna have to do some exercises, Coach says tonight, to work on that.
Well, the main concern I think now is like with this, I mean, if it doesn't get better, we're pretty much screwed on the hippity hop.
Gotta have two hands on that hippity hop, or it's all over.
You agree?
I concur.
Excellent. Well, where do you go from here, guys?
Not sure what practice is gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna go out on the fishing boat. Work on the upper body.
Well, Coach says the reeling and the fish should be good exercise for the wrists.
I'm gonna use this marlin for bait tomorrow.
I'm really not that impressed by this. And this Mr. Gil Kramer is really, 1986. Nothing since then. That's very unimpressive.
And good for the old stomach. I guess there's an eating contest portion of the surprise events. How to keep it down. Those types of things.
I concur.
Excellent.
fight, but here's my fish. After a morning of deep-sea fishing, we headed down the road to Pu'uonua o Onaunau, a place of refuge where Hawaiians could attempt to flee if they had committed the crime of walking in the chief's shadow or his mana. We picked up some donkey balls and dingleberries to nourish ourselves.
Damn it, you're gonna be flabby. Train and eat your donkey balls.
That's what they ate before the big Iron Man. Donkey balls! Sing a whale song. Dingleberries, the breakfast of champions. Fresh. That was a good dingleberry. I had some dingleberries in my time, but this one, top notch. Kind of a fruity center, you know?
Soon we arrived at Volcanoes National Park, and we began by doing some altitude training by running amongst volcanic steam vents. The next day, we looked into Kilauea Caldera, which is where the lava is made and packaged and sold to tourists. We then saw firsthand the results of a recent lava flow that covered a coastal highway. It was continuing to flow into the ocean about 3 miles from where the road stopped, so we decided to walk that distance over very uneven and slippery terrain to get a closer look. Beacons were set up periodically in hopes that we wouldn't get lost. However, the beacons were placed about 10 miles apart from one another, so in the end, they really did not help. Morale remained high. We arrived as close as possible to the eruption without plunging into a lava tube. The hill to the side of us was smoking as hot lava flowed underneath it, ultimately pouring into the Pacific Ocean and adding land to the big island of Hawaii. As it got dark, the lava started to glow red, and we then faced the challenge of walking back over 3 miles of lava rocks in complete darkness.
The humu. Humu humu. Humu humu. Nuko nuko. Apple. Ah ah.
Mumu o u now ua pua uia.
No.
That's not it?
No.
Popo.
Humu humu.
Humu humu.
Nuka nuka.
Nuka nuka.
Nuka. Apple. Ah ah.
Apa
The following day, we blew off some steam by running away from waves at a black sand beach just south of Hilo. The object of this game is unclear. Ultimately, the waves will catch you. Perhaps the fun is in watching Coach Garrison nearly get tumbled by a 1-foot wave. We then saw Rainbow Falls and continued on to Lapahoehoe, where a deadly tsunami struck just over 50 years ago. We then used our sophisticated looks to gain us access to a beach fronting an extremely fancy resort and condo complex. We did some snorkeling and saw a large green turtle. I practiced my underwater acrobatics, an activity that might be part of the mystery events. Our brief time on Hawaii had come to an end, and it was time to find my sweatshirts and mittens. There'd be another 6 months before the scheduled start of the race, and I intend to spend that time hibernating.
Humu humu, nuku nuku, apple, ah ah. Aren't you impressed?